G'day mad gamers out there, and welcome to today's edition of the Gaming News Reactions Opinions, the show where we talk about stuff that's over here on the internet and, you know, give my reaction and opinion about it. And today you can tell that soccer season has started because the soccer mums are out and they're picking on Detroit to become human today. So we're going to talk obviously about that. I'm liking these little small bite ones that I can just talk to you guys for about sort of 3 to 5 minutes about. But guys, if you've already read about it or you think you know what's going on, get in the comment section below or wait till the end till you've heard my opinion and, you know, let's talk like human beings about it. Mad Mikeey Gaming. That's right, I'm Mad Mikeey and I come from the land down under, and in today's... I've got to get stretched up for this one, because this is a topic that I am very and extremely passionate about, and it is people talking shit about games that they know nothing about. So, if you go on to like today's video, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate them. Share it with your friends, subscribe, those awesome things. Maybe ring the bell so that you never miss any videos. So, let's get into today's news, which is all about Detroit Become Human and the good old mother country, as I suppose you'd probably call it, over in the UK. A few members in Parliament over there and a few of the, you know, just people are getting upset about this game because of the trailer that started over at Paris Games Weekend. What's his name? What is the name of this lovely gentleman? Damien Collins, who is a Conservative MP, has come out and said it is completely wrong for domestic violence to be part of a video game regardless of what the motivation is. Domestic violence is not a game and this simply trivializes it. That's what I was going for. He went on to specifically criticize the player's ability to replicate violence in response to abuse, citing the exasperating, fuck, these guys are English right now, effect that this could have on real life situations. And also Esther Ramtzen, founder of the phone counselling charity Childline, which is now part of the NSPCC, Baked Beans and Spaghetti. I have no idea what that is. Also weighing in the issue, likening the scene in Detroit to a public execution. A public execution. She said, "We never want anyone to believe that beating a child to death with a belt is the stuff of entertainment. It should never be trivialized or turned into a game. I call upon Sony Interactive Entertainment to think again and withdraw this game. Or at least remove this scene where a virtual child is put in a life-threatening danger. If you don't, real children may suffer." Oh, jeez, what world do we live in? So then David Cage, who recently had an interview with Eurogamer, he goes, "I try and tell a story that matters to me. I find it moving, interesting and exciting, and my role as a creator is to maybe deliver something that people don't expect. The rule I give myself is to never glorify violence, to never do anything gratuitous. It has to have a purpose, have a meaning, and create something that is hopefully meaningful to people." Speaking specifically about the child abuse scene, Cage went on to say, "For me, it's a very strong and moving scene, and I was interested to put the player in the position of a woman. I chose her point of view. If I'd been put in that point of view of the man, it could have been a totally different story and with totally different emotions. There's a context to the story. There's a reason for that. Where she comes from and what she's going to do. What's important to me and what's important to Detroit is to say that the game is as legitimate as a film or a book or a play to explore any topic such as domestic violence abuse." Now let's get started. First things first, domestic violence, child abuse, that is not on. I don't agree with it, but this is a video game. And it's probably going to be rated MA or R rated if you're going off of any of David Cage's previous work. And if you do actually go back and look at a lot of David Cage's previous work, you will see Heavy Rain, you had what's the little kid's name? It wasn't Jason. It was the other one. It was in my head like right before I started filming, and now I've forgotten. But after your wife leaves you, after Jason dies, after this guy is just going through hell, you actually had the opportunity there to actually really, not care about life, not care about your kid. You could just choose to ignore him, make him stop doing schoolwork, and then you go on to games like Beyond Two Souls, where there was obviously a lot of child things there. There's actually a lot of child stuff in David Cage's work. Are you alright, David? Are you alright? But I don't get it when these people come out. I mean, how are these people playing this game before me? And just watching a trailer, it actually shows trying to save this kid from a very bad environment. So, to me, that is teaching people to actually stand up when something is wrong and do something about it. This game has so many different bloody endings to each scenario that you can do this, you can do that. The kid may actually fight back for herself. You may just sort of choose not to do anything because that's how the game plays out. That's the decisions that you've made. I think there's at least 20 different endings to each scenario of this game, all in which, if you got a moral compass, you will try and save this kid. I just don't get how these keyboard warriors come out and call for a game that is obviously intended for adults. David Cage's games have always been intended for adults, and I don't think it's going to change with Detroit Become Human. I actually played this game at PAX this year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did everything I could in my power to save that kid. I gave my life to save that kid. Or the robot's life. But you get what I'm saying? The objective of the game, underlying objective, is to save whoever is there. Now, there could only be 2 of these missions. Like, there could be just that hijack mission. There could be just this one. And then the rest of the game may be completely different. So, guys, you just need to calm your farm. Parents, you dictate what your kids play. If little Johnny comes up to you and says, "Mummy, I want you to buy me GTA 5. And then Mum looks at it and, "Oh, well, it's rated R, Johnny." And then he goes, "Oh, but Jimmy's got it." Say no. You know what your kids can do and whatnot. You're the adult. You don't have to buy this game. There are big adults like myself out here who do enjoy playing these games and not just sitting back and watching mindless movies, although I do love my movie and my TV shows. But guys, what do you think about all this? I'd really like to know your opinions about these keyboard warriors, soccer mums. I mean, they don't have to be women. They are men, obviously. These politicians really sticking their nose into stuff that they really know nothing about other than watching a trailer. Because... you know what? If we're gonna get like that, we'd may as well say, okay, you need to pull 50 Shades of Grey off of the video libraries, off of the bookshelves, because you know what? Little Johnny might pick it up and go, "Oh, I might want to read this." Guess what? You're not going to let him, are you? So what's the difference between that and a video game? But guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy the games that you are playing, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.